I would like to speak about what every human should do together. And it should be to stop following other beliefs, other people, other ideas, and get comfortable with your silence. Get comfortable with your loneliness. Get comfortable with your own company, with your own presence. Find these things. Feel both your mind, feel your heart, feel the other ways that you're alive outside of an idea. Feel these, experience them. Have a great value of your experience, and then communicate to others. Bring yourself at peace and then communicate peacefully. Do not throw yourself into an unknown roller coaster of anger and other conditions created by those emotions. Be at peace, be present, and then communicate. Listen, adjust your senses. Your ears, your voice, your breathing, everything physically happening to you. You can calm and adjust these and allow these to naturally align and then communicate. And then really let your energies flow and feel the greater flows of life that they're part of. Because we are made of energy and there's infinite cycles of change, and we are going through a process of change on many levels. Let us experience all this change. Let us not think that death is the change that we do not want to change. We are very able beings that choose a human experience. The being aspect of us has a very close connection to existence. And if you think about how you're receiving information, how you're interpreting things, if you're one of those people, you're limiting your certainty to your thought process only, then you're not analyzing your other information you're receiving with your cellular bodies, with your awareness. Not everything needs to be put in words, but everything needs to be experienced. Let us free ourselves from what we think is an unfree life. Let us let that scenery fade and a very vaster, more integrated universe to be present to each individual. It is only when you have looked at your relationship with the planet and how connected you are that you will fight for Earth. You will fight for life. If you value the planet, that's when you can really understand what the best actions are for people to take. But you need to understand it needs to be a personal, innate communication with you, with the planet. All right, we are evolving. Our consciousness is evolving. We're not just limited to just understanding one another and other differences. We need to now go explore our consciousness with nature, with Earth, with our own relationship of existence. Spirituality is your relationship with existence. And as you really look at this, a lot of unnecessary clutter fades away, and you perceive the natural essence of what you're doing. And if I could say this, it's as if let's assume that every human being is a small cycle of change on the planet, or with various degrees of how much change they can bring. But if someone's a small pillar of change, what we begin to understand is that when the system is changing, our natural tendencies are with the system. If Earth decides to rotate the other way, we all have to feel it. Therefore, we are part of this nature, this intelligence that has brought us here to even self-reflect. And as we are here on this planet, your relationship with existence really defines how good of a human being you are. If you're one who has found themselves to be amazing duplicates of TV personas, then that is you. But also understand that within the mind of man, there are many treasures, and within the heart of man and the core of man, there are also many treasures. There are some things that you literally cannot experience with words or anything else. Eventually, your experience moves to a level where your experience is no longer identifiable, but it's still experiencing, it's still continuing on. You are tapping into the more collective cycle of change, which we are little cycles of change in. We are feeling that flow. And when we do that, we realize it's intelligent. There are, in my view, intelligent beings who literally points of existence that pay attention to create adjustments in weather, in anything. Literally, I am not the only person looking at this mug. You are too. Can I see how you exactly look? No. But I can understand that there is a sense of being that is allowing for experience to occur beautifully. If you do not allow yourself to experience life beautifully, you are always waiting for your own permission. When you're at peace, express. Peace shall be expressed through you naturally. If our bodies know how to harmonize themselves, Gaia, the planet, also knows how to harmonize herself. And Earth knows how to be harmonized, how to adjust itself. We simply need to allow ourselves. By not allowing ourselves to listen to nature and to flow and express naturally, in a sense, we are limiting, we are creating inefficient, meaningless resource waste by working with the wrong ideas. We're simply, where mankind is now, is his attention to certain ideas that have occupied more of his attention, his creative attention, where he's always been creating. To look through the eyes of the universe should be the goal of every eye and every human, you know? If you define yourself with the presence of sight and the awareness that you have now, and you become comfortable with this to the degree that, you know, like, this is not the only stuff I need to see, I can see more, then your experience is enabled through your allowed imaginative input of where your attention wants to manifest, for example. Naturally, we are amazing speakers, we're amazing people. People are naturally in them if they really listen. They're very brilliant forms of life. However, when we are occupied by ideas that are not serving or that are not well thought of, it's as if we are walking naked into a world of thorns. We do not want to be in that fashion. We want to simply naturally feel we exist. These flows that are present, how my breathing really brings the resemblance of the ocean into my experience, how the movement of my hands are directing many other experiences. You can have an abundant experiential life. So, in other words, some very beautiful idea I want to bring out is that a happy and successful human being, a successful and happy individual being, is one who is happy with his experience of life, regardless of the infinite changes that happen. Once you're happy with your experience, then you can work with it. You can go and you realize the idea of confidence, I don't have enough confidence, I have confidence, I have all that. That is some ridiculous nonsense programming where, as if Muppets were in front of your eyes that were resembling how you feel you are. You don't need those hands bringing that stuff in. You need to loosen yourself and really feel what is here and allow your feeling to flow, just as how Gaia knows what she's doing, in one change, one rotation from her is a rotation for all of us. We need to think about this. Thank you, and be comfortable with your existence, regardless of the noise or the sound. Thank you.